Welcome to another episode of the Not Your Average Fan podcast. I'm Yo Kev. That's Peter. Don't forget to give us a like on YouTube. We on Instagram, NYAF_pod, Twitter, NYAF_pod. We have some breaking news. Yes, we are talking about
It's heartbreaking news. Heartbreaking news.
You know what? It's not even breaking news. The real breaking news is it doesn't matter if Sevy's in or out. Yankees are going to win 100 games. Guaranteed.
Hot take.
Guaranteed.
Hot take alert.
Guaranteed. I don't care. I'm getting tired.
Remember this one. Let's write this one down, people.
I'm getting tired of the Yankees injury report. I'm getting tired of Aaron Judge only playing 90 games every season. Giancarlo Stanton can't stay healthy. Doesn't matter. We're winning 100 games. We're going to World Series. What's the next topic?
From your mouth to God's ears. It's incredible how we're right back in the same place we were last year. Same spot. We didn't know who was going to be our pretty much fourth and fifth starters. And now
we still don't know who the fourth and fifth starter is.
We're literally in the same spot we were last year. And
if it wasn't for the Cole signing, I think the Yankees would be in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, who? It's
Cole's a savior.
Yeah, at least we hope so. But who knows? Who knows? So, so for all of you that haven't heard, Luis Severino is going to get Tommy John surgery, which means he's going to be out this season, part of next season. Yeah,
at least half of next season.
He's pitched 20 innings, and since he signed his new contract, it's $40 million contract,
which is the one shining light. So it's a $40 million 4-year contract. It's $10 million a year. So the Yankees are only on the hook for $10 million this year.
It's a
$10 million next year. More than likely, he's going to sign a low-end contract just to prove that he can still pitch. So that's the only.
He's not. Do you want to give him if Severino comes back? When he comes back, because he's going to come back, and he's not that Severino from the first half of 2018. All right, do you feel good about giving him another contract? I don't.
I mean, even if it's a 1-year contract, 1-year prove yourself contract.
Yeah, I could do a 1-year prove yourself contract, but then again, it's scary. You do the 1-year prove yourself contract. He pitches, doesn't have to pitch great, pitches good, and then we give him another contract. And
he's
then
only 26 years old.
I know.
By the time he comes back, he's going to be 27 and a half. I think a 1-year contract. He's still on the hook for 1 year. Right? He signed the contract last year. This year, next year, he's on the contract for at least 1 more year. So,
well, right now it's feeling like the Yankees are the ones that are on the hook, and it's not just him; it's everybody. We got Paxton out now. Paxton's. They're saying he'll be back by May. That's being optimistic because
Well, there was news today that they said he felt better. He started exercising. He feels good, so he's looking like he's coming back in May.
So I mean, but
do we know if he's early in the season? Back?
Do we know if he's going to come back the same way? We don't know that. No, we got J. Happ. Supposedly he was a good signing when we first got him. We haven't seen anything from him that really tells you, it's going to make you feel good about anything. So who do we have? We have Cole. We have Tanaka. I trust Tanaka. A lot of people don't trust Tanaka. I trust Tanaka. He
still has the tear in his arm.
That's another thing. You have the tear. He has the tear in his arm. That tear is supposed to be repaired with Tommy John, just like everybody else. And he pitched through it last year. He says he feels good now. So I doubt it just healed by itself. So who knows? And Tanaka has a lot of innings on his arm. It's not just what he's pitched here in the States. He has a lot of innings in Japan. He used to throw complete games. He used to throw like back-to-back days, all kinds of stuff, like coming as relief.
Since you brought up Japan, I'm gonna put up a picture of Ohtani. somebody needs to test him. I don't know if you've seen a picture of him. His arms are like Hulk Hogan's. I don't know how he got those arms like that. Somebody needs to test this man because I'm not letting that fly.
Well, we all know that everybody on that, you're not gonna get tested. You walk around with Mike Trout, you don't get tested. So
I knew you
let's
were
just
gonna
leave that
say
at that.
something.
So, but do you feel good where we're at right now? I don't. I don't feel good at all. I really don't. Yeah, we have a good team, but I don't feel good. We keep getting injured. I don't understand. We fired
The
the
entire
conditioning coaches, everybody,
the
and
entire medical staff,
they
except
and not for nothing. They deserve it because Severino said he was in pain in the championship series last year, right? He was supposed to go. He was supposed to be good, cleared for Game 7 and all this, and his MRIs were clear. They didn't find anything. And now spring training starts, and you telling me that you see something that says he has to get Tommy John? It just came out of nowhere. Come on, man. This is bad business. They're not doing their due diligence. Like I feel like somebody's not doing their job in that organization to make sure these players are staying healthy. And you can't just blame the players. You can't just say somebody's injury prone. Other teams are doing it with older players, and these guys aren't getting hurt. Look at Verlander. Verlander, he's never hurt. And I really hope that Cole could carry us. I hope Tanaka stays healthy enough. Give him his rest here and there. Maybe skip a start.
Herman comes back June 5th.
And who
But
knows who he? We don't know what he's gonna be. He
do
was
you
good.
trust him? Yeah, that's
He was good last year. He what? How many games he won? Like 19 or something like that.
yeah, he was
I mean, you get a
it
lot
was
of
a
help from
surprise.
your team. With a team like the Yankees, you don't have to go out and pitch a gem every single start. You just got to keep them in the game so that your bullpen could come in, shut the other team down, and let your lineup score runs. And that helps any pitcher. I don't care who you are. When your lineup could score at the rate that the Yankees score, it makes life easier for a pitcher. But
It does
we
make life
still have,
easier when the lineup is healthy. So
yeah,
already Judge is acting up with his injury prone
yeah. I
self.
saw he was throwing from 120 feet.
Yeah,
They
he
said
said they said he's supposed to come back within either the next preseason game or the one after. So
yeah, I'd say it's probably going to be the one after. But again, and that's another guy. He's you got to give him a contract soon. Do you feel comfortable giving him a contract when he's missing all these games every season?
at least 50 games a season.
That's what I'm saying. So, do you feel comfortable with that? At this point, I don't. And I know we had the conversation about Judge being one of the best players in the league when he's healthy, but can you stay healthy?
But do you
Just like
go
Eli.
on more than just him playing 162 games? Because as
Nobody
of
plays
right now,
162
Aaron
games.
Aaron Judge is the face of the Yankees.
Face of the Yankees, close to being face of baseball. And again, how when you're not on the field? So when he's due for a contract, are we gonna get one of those like they did with Hicks, like they did with Severino, where they get it before he hits free agency and try to get him, at a cheaper price? Like maybe he's gonna read the tea leaves and say, I haven't been on the field that much. Let me take advantage of whatever they give me. Hopefully they offer him something, if they do offer him anything,
Right.
and they give him something that he feels like is fair. So I'm concerned, man. As a Yankee fan, I am concerned. I don't care what I've been reading stuff online, and people like, no, they're still good, and you're gonna have Cole, you're gonna have Tanaka, Hap, Montgomery. Which Montgomery, he pitched good when he was pitching, but he's not. He's a fourth or fifth starter. He's not. He's not a third starter. He's not a second. He's definitely not an ace. He's your fourth or fifth starter. Like he's a guy that he's one or two bad outings from getting sent down. So how good can you feel? And he's coming off of surgery and stuff. It feels like he's been rehabbing forever. So then what are you gonna do? Another thing is now we're back to 4 starters. We're gonna run out a bullpen game every fifth. No, we can't do that.
I
Now we're
mean,
gonna exhaust our
they
bullpen.
have the good thing is if there's a good thing about this whole situation
Silver
is
lining.
that it happened now, where we can see what pitchers we have
Yeah,
during
we
the
can evaluate.
spring training.
Yeah,
So there are some pitchers that they talked about. There we have 2 prospects down in AAA that are both ranked top 100 in MLB prospects. We have um what's his name? Lozana. Yeah,
Loizaga,
that guy.
which he's good, but again,
Uh,
he's a fifth
he's a
starter.
he's a fifth starter, so that's all we need. We need him to go out there every 5, 6 days and pitch.
Yeah, and
Give us
hopefully
six
only give up
innings,
3 runs.
get to the bullpen.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't feel good. I and people are gonna say, "Oh, Yankee fans, you guys are spoiled." And look, I don't, I, I don't feel good about anything right now. We still
Last
have,
year, last year alone, we had the most players on the injured reserve
yeah.
in the MLB. So
It
we
was. I
still won
think 30.
103 games,
Yeah, it
30
was 30
players,
players with 39 different stints
stints.
on
Yeah, it's crazy.
like, and we still, won 100 games, and that's why Aaron Boone was manager of the year last year because what he did was magical. Like him and Cashman, you got to give him the credit
What's
for
the over under
on what
wins this year? What do you think? Over 100?
I think we'll win. We did it last year. What's to say that we don't do it this year? And we did it again with all those players getting hurt. And another thing that people aren't talking about, Gary Sanchez. Gary Sanchez can't run to first base without pulling his groin. So that's another one that you got to be concerned about. That God forbid he's trying to beat out a double play in a
We
meaningless game in the third inning of a meaningless game instead of just jogging it out, playing it safe,
and
saving
there's
it
no
for when it
Austin
matters.
Romine behind him this year.
No, and I feel like that was a loss for us because Romine, he wasn't the best. He wasn't the best catcher, but he was the best backup catcher to me. Like, who else would you rather have back? He was. I felt like he was a Yankee. Like he was one of those guys that you root for. Anytime he played, he got his hits. I thought he was doing really well. He deserves to go to another team and be a starter. But uh, Higashioka, he is not the answer as a backup. So again, I'm very concerned. I'm wondering, are you concerned? I mean,
I mean, I'm not too concerned because we had him for 20 innings. So
Sevy?
there's nothing different. The only difference is now that Paxton's gone. So once he gets back, and if he gets back to the way he was pitching last year, we have Garrett Cole. If
Tanaka.
Tanaka can stay healthy, that's at least 3. So I think we'll be fine. I actually like Montgomery. Um, I just hope he can stay above the 5 inning, 6 inning threshold because last time he was pitching, it was more of the 5 innings and he's out. So
Yeah.
we can't put too much pressure on
But I
our
think that was by design
leaders.
for the most part. I
Yeah,
mean,
and
he's
it
not
led to Tommy John surgery.
and a lot of innings for the bullpen. And we have a deep bullpen still, but I'm
I mean,
concerned, man.
how deep though? We lost Batanzas.
Which again, he wasn't around much either, so he was another injured player all the time. So did we really lose him? I don't say that's a loss, really.
Do you feel like the Yankees are gonna go out and trade?
Not immediately. I think what
I know
we
the big name that's being thrown out there is Robbie Ray,
which we tried to get him a few times already.
big left-handed arm. So
He's still on the Diamondbacks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know we try to get him. There was talk about him last year's trade deadline. There was talk about him in the offseason. And so I mean, I saw him pitch during the playoffs. He's good. When he's on, he could be as good as anybody. But what are they going to ask for? I mean, that's another thing. We can't keep giving away our prospects because our farm system isn't as deep as it was maybe 2 years ago. So
Everybody's up.
everybody's up, and we've traded some. You know, we
Still got
traded.
Clint Frazier that no one seems to want.
I don't know if nobody wants him. I mean, he doesn't help himself.
There's got to be something.
He
He
plays
can
like he
hit.
has he's playing
Man
with a
can hit.
shovel on his hand.
Is that what it is? You think it's just the defense that
The
holds him
defense,
back?
and I think his attitude when he didn't want to talk to the media or whatever. Like he can't handle. Sometimes he can't handle
But
the.
that's that New York pressure, though. You think he's gonna have the same pressure in Arizona and or Detroit or something like
Nah,
that?
I'm sure he goes to a smaller market. He'll probably feel right at home and probably flourish. But I mean, he's a guy honestly that I like to keep around. You know,
For
he
what? We have
for
the
that.
what kind of depth do we need in the outfield?
I mean, you got Judge and Stanton that don't stay healthy. You
Okay,
got Gardner who's
on
he's
the
not
last
that
leg,
old, but
but he's on. That's it. I think this is his last year.
he seems to be ancient.
Yeah, his last
It,
year, I think.
I think it's his last year too. I saw a quote, and I'm not exactly sure who said it, but they were talking to him in during batting practice or something, and he told them he was like, you got a lot of good years left in the tank." And his response to that was, he said, "I got one more year and I'm going out on top." So he wants to win a ring. So, but again, then who else? Hicks is out. Another guy that can't stay healthy. You know,
Which I don't understand. I remember calling you the day we gave him the contract, and I said that was a bad contract.
yep.
I don't like, and he can hit, but I just don't like the way that he's always hurt. It doesn't matter what year it is, he's gonna be on the injury reserve at least once.
Yeah, I like Hicks. At first, when he first came around, I was like, just like everybody else, why are they so obsessed with Hicks? Like they keep trying to get him in the game, you know, in the lineup, and he's good when he again, just like everybody else, when they're healthy, they're good. But our guys are not staying healthy, and it's a huge concern, man. It's a huge concern. It's a very long season.
I mean, we have what's his name, Tushman.
Kochman, yeah.
Yeah, so he can play. He can play the outfield, and then Gardner would be on the bench. So we have some fresh legs out there, but the
You
Yankee
talking about
lineup is still
You talking about
stacked.
Mike Talkman,
Yeah. So the Yankee lineup is still stacked,
and you got Voit playing first.
right?
And the way the Yankees do, they rotate their players. You know, their days off instead of sometimes getting them a full day off, they'll make them a DH. So there's days that maybe LeMahieu will move to first to give Voit, you know, a day off, and maybe they'll put Voit at DH. You know, kind of rest him a little bit. Same thing in the outfield. You know, Stanton could play DH while somebody else is playing left. The Yankees like to do that. So nobody's gonna play 162 games, even if they're the healthiest person in the league, because they just don't do that anymore. So, but we
Well,
need them to give us at least 150 games. You know,
we're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what you guys think. Let us know. Don't forget to hit us up on Instagram and Twitter. Like and comment down below on our YouTube. We also on podcast and Podbean. You find us all over the place. NYAF underscore pod, NYAF podcast. Look us up. We're there. And don't forget, um, I'm always right. Peter's mostly wrong. And we're out. Cool. Bye.
yo, hold on, one more thing. I want to say congratulations to my co-host who just signed his life away on Saturday night.
That's right. That's right.
He proposed to his longtime girlfriend Melissa. She
Brand
said
new,
yes. Don't know why she said yes,
off the
but
market.
very happy for both
Sorry,
of you
ladies, I'm
guys.
off the market.
There was no market. There was no
There
market.
was a market. There was a market.
He's the Bartolo Colon of the dating world. So there wasn't a big market. So again, congratulations. I'm very happy for you guys. I wish you guys the best.
Thank
And
you.
write to him on our pages, congratulating him. I'm sure some of you guys saw it on his page. So
Yes, yes. You can
uh,
also follow us on our pages. I am Mr. underscore Yokev on Instagram. That
yeah,
is
Jovan Jovan 4K.
all right. Here we go. We out.
Peace out.